Good morning, everyone. Today we're back at the
Back at the ranch.
We're back at the ranch. Okay, let's just do it. Hey, everyone.
Let's just do it.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, you might not know this, but we have started another remodel project. This is my husband,
Jerome.
His name is Jay, and we live in the country of Iowa, and we have a little ranch-style home that we have just been working our way around and making it our own. We've done a few previous projects, which now we're on to our bedroom.
We've talked about this before, but you guys never really got to see what the living room used to look like before Summer moved here. It was pretty sweet. It used to be. Now it's better.
We are officially in the part of the remodel, which in my opinion would be the worst part of the remodel, and that is when the project you are working on inhabits your whole living area. Our house is just a 2-bedroom house, and so whenever we're working on a project, we have to take the stuff from, the room that we're working in and move it into other areas. And so we officially have our bed here in the living room, taking up the entire thing. We actually started this project about 5 days ago, so we had an electrician come, put in some new lights in our closet for us. A sheetrock guy came today, well, the last 3 days, and patched up some holes. This past week, I've been trying to get rid of furniture that was in our bedroom that we no longer want. So my side tables, there was a little entertainment center that I got rid of, and some decor. Before I show you what the bedroom looks like, we did go ahead and clear everything out the other day, but I just want to warn you that it might sound echoey in there. Since the room is empty, the sound just travels throughout the entire room. All right, here is the empty room. Before I can get started on anything, I need to go through and just wipe down all of the woodwork and the trim. So this is the trim behind our bed, and as you can see, is absolutely disgusting. And then since sheetrock was done, if you've done anything with that, you know it's really dusty and gets dust everywhere. So I just need to go through, wipe down the walls, as well as like vacuum and stuff. My bucket of gross water right here. It is amazing how much fly poop and dust and cobwebs you can wipe off your walls, even when you wipe them down pretty often throughout the year. One of the first steps that I always take after cleaning the room is filling holes, which I already did. I just use this little spackle stuff in a jar. But then what I like to do is go around and caulk all the trim with white trim. When it's up against the surface, you can see a clear gap between the trim and the wall. And so what I like to do is go through with some caulking and just make it look seamless, so it looks like it's almost a part of the wall rather than a piece that's like in front of the wall. I put the painter's tape on, and then as you can see, there's like a 1/4 inch of a gap between the trim and my tape. Then what you do is you take your caulking and you just put a little thin strip of caulking right between your trim and the tape on the wall, and then you run your finger across the top of the trim, smoothing it out to fill those gaps. As soon as you're done caulking the wall, you gotta take it off right away. As you can tell, it looks so much better, and you're not left with that black gap anymore. Today is Sunday, and I actually have a helper this morning. My mom is here. She's gonna help me paint and at least get the first coat of paint on today.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake,
your
shake.
booty.
Shake your booty.
The color that I picked, because I love it in our bathroom and our living room, is Snowbound by Sherwin, and then I just get the cashmere can and the low luster, so it's still shiny enough that you're able to wipe the wall off if you need to, but it doesn't have that super shiny wet look. first coat of paint is no matter what, it always looks like trash. Once we get the second coat on, it's gonna look really nice. Thank you for helping me paint, Mom.
You're welcome.
Now that we're done painting, I'm enjoying some fresh air being out in the garage. I have the door open, so it feels nice and beautiful. It's a gloomy day outside today, so it's just that fall feeling air. Right now, I'm getting ready to work on another project, but I wanted to talk about how I feel like a lot of people are really turned off with the idea of remodeling because one, it costs money, and then two, I feel like a lot of people don't feel like they have the resources to do a home project. When it comes to the not feeling like you have resources, I really encourage anybody to look at Pinterest. A lot of times they can have things on there that are super simple that you might not have thought of yourself. You're like, I could do that. Everybody knows ceiling fans are pretty expensive. I really wanted to update our ceiling fan, which kind of cracks me up because when I bought our ceiling fan, I wanted gray blades. So we searched until we found gray blades. But now that I've spray painted my ceiling fan black in the living room, I absolutely love it. This is a super affordable option for someone that wants to remodel something for a cheap price. And that would just be to spray paint your ceiling fan blades. We're at my parents' house because my mom and I are going to town to get some stuff for the remodel, but also, like I said, we're going out to eat with my grandparents. My parents' dog, her name is Anna. I actually picked her out when she was a puppy, so she's kind of mine. But anyway, she lives here. She's 14 years old. She doesn't even know I'm standing here right now because she can't hear anymore and she can't really see that well, but look at her. She's so precious. She's just sleeping in the lawn. Hi, sweetheart. You're a silly girl.
Summer, have you been canning?
No.
You haven't? Why did I find a jar and a half-rotten pepper under your seat?
The jar is from Neva. She gave it back, but the pepper, I have no idea. Does it stink?
No?
We're here at the Home Depot, and look at this, guys. Mom shows up looking like this little cutie rock star with her yellow jeans, and I'm over here looking like
Homeless?
depending on if I find a sconce I like. This just might be the winner for our bedside tables. They are perfect. Just like you, Mother. My mom and I just got home from town and I actually just got done picking my garden. It's getting dark outside, so I wanted to get that picked real quick. For it being as late in the gardening season as it is, we're really surprised that we have not gotten a hard frost yet. So I've still been picking things like crazy, especially cherry tomatoes. The only thing that I ended up buying was 2 lamps for our side tables for a bedroom, but I have to show you guys what my grandma made me. It's her birthday and she's getting me stuff. Actually, she made this. This is called a kitchen towel boa. I'm gonna have to shorten it a little bit, like tie it up. But what it is it's 2 dish towels. And then you know how like when you're running around cooking, especially when I'm canning, I'm always grabbing dish towels and I always have one over my shoulder. This way your dish towel is always with you and then you can just like wipe your hands off and keep working without having to set your towel down each time. How fun is that? It is the next morning and I've got all my work done for the day. Today's Monday and I'm going back to painting. Hopefully this will be the last coat that I need. My panel wall might need 3 coats because I think it did in my living room, but other than that, all the walls should be good to go for just 1 more coat. And I promise I have more clothes than this for painting, but since I've only been painting for a couple hours, as soon as I'm done painting, I take off these clothes and change into something different. And so they really haven't gotten dirty and I don't like to get a bunch of paint on things if I don't have to. So anyway, let me show you what the room is looking like currently. We still have all the plastic and things down. But as you can see, especially like towards the top, it is super blotchy and every single wall is like that. But I am painting over a darker color, so it for sure will need one more coat. Hopefully not more. I went ahead and only had bought 2 gallons of paint, so this should be enough. My first, well, I shouldn't say I bought 2. I had like 3/4 of a can from a previous project, and then I bought 1 more can, and I'm almost out of the first can, and then we're gonna be breaking open the second. Hopefully today, Jay will help me hang these back up. I think my plan of attack, since I'm doing this by myself today, is to go through and do one wall at a time. So first I'm gonna do the trim, the corners, and then the top. And then I will go through with my roller and roll out the entire wall. Got a second coat on this wall, and I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, but up at the trim at the top, I might have to put a third coat on that. Really hard to tell until it's completely dried, so I'm gonna continue on, finish getting all this painted, and I will check back in with you. Check it out, check it out. Do you guys notice anything different about where I'm at right now? Our bed is officially back in the room. We've been working our way along the remodel, and obviously this you're gonna see in the next video, but another week has been completed. We're moving on to the next thing. It's getting exciting and it's looking so good. I'm really excited about how everything has been turning out. But as I had promised you guys in the previous video, which if you haven't watched that yet, you'll have to check it out. I've been wanting to keep you guys updated on what the remodel has cost us. So hopefully you guys can get some inspiration of, you know, if a remodel is possible for you, or some ways that you could save money, or some of the things like you might not have to hire a sheetrock guy to come patch a hole, you know? So like right there would be an eliminated cost for you. I wanted to give you guys an update on where we are spending wise for the project. So this week, lucky for me, I actually didn't have to spend a lot of money. The only things that we got were a new can of paint. I had 3/4 of a can of paint left from a previous project. I'm not gonna add that in on the total because I didn't have to buy it new for this project. And then I had to pay the sheetrock guy. The only other thing is we bought these lamps for the side tables for our bedroom. With that being said, the total for the project so far is $464.86. I'm pretty pleased with how things are going and the price that has been spent, so that's good. But with that being said, this is gonna close out this week's video on the remodel, and there's a lot of fun things coming up in the next couple videos. So stick around, subscribe if you haven't. I'd love to have you here as a part of my little YouTube family, and I will see you guys next week.